Hey Virgo, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the second half of May, 15th to the 31st. Please keep that in mind. If you are interested in a more personalized reading, I do offer them via Zoom. You can contact me below in the description box to set that up. And thank you guys for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, contributions. I really do appreciate that. Let's take a look here, Virgo. What is going on with you guys? Energy for the second half of May. One more shuffle. Virgo. Let's see. Judgment. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. Okay. I kind of get this feeling here, Virgo, if you want something in life, you're going to have to be the one to make the decision on something. Some of you might be sort of not sitting around, but you might be sort of saying like, I want that, or I want to go meet that person, or I want whatever it is you want. And it's like, I'll wait for them to approach me. I'll wait for that person to approach me. Maybe they, I don't know. There's this thing about, I feel that you might actually be pleasantly surprised that once you make the move on a situation, once you take action towards something, it seems to work in your favor. And it's just that thing. If you want something, you have to take that what you feel maybe is a risk or a chance and not worry. If it doesn't work, you can put it behind you and move on and never think about it. It reminds me of I guess I want to say back in the day, but people that would, go to a bar, let's say, and you want to meet somebody and you're waiting to who makes the first move in a sense. And you're like writing your number down. And it's like, you kind of, if you don't do it and you leave, you're like, you never may see that person again. I should have approached them. I should have just taken the courage. I think that's just a very basic example. There's something else here around that in your life. It could be a person. It could be someone that you're showing interest in that you're like, should I, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll wait for them. Let me see what their vibe is or whatever. And I think that you might pleasantly be surprised. I think that person might be actually waiting for you. So someone here's got to make a choice and a move and make a decision. I just want to get a little more clarity though, because it could be something, there could be more to this Judgment card. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it's around a decision. It could be around something with a decision in work. Okay. I think again, it's like if it's work with this Queen of Pentacles, okay. I'll give another example. When I was working in corporate, I had to stand up about a situation. That's judgment. Okay, you may have to stand up and sort of fight for what's yours, fight for your right in a situation. Some people are very afraid to say anything or stand up because maybe they're going to get fired, or they feel that way. They feel like, what happens if, I say something or do something? I think here, Virgo, you've got to use your own judgment, but it could be something around work. I remember doing this exact same thing many years ago and getting like an $11,000 raise because of a situation that they took away our benefits program. And I was like, I work in a finance corporation and I don't get benefits of retirement plans. And they gave me an $11,000 raise. So, and everybody was like, you're crazy. You're ballsy to go and like bang on the president's door and tell him that you want your benefits back. But it was a big judgment call. It was something that I'm like, I'm not going to wait for them. They've already delivered the message that the benefits are being cut, So there's something here that you have to use your judgment, but you have to have a bit of courage here, Virgo, if you want something that's going to, that you feel you've worked hard for, Queen of Pentacles, that you feel that you've dedicated your hard work, your time, your energy, and it's your earning. It's what you're meant to receive kind of thing. So I feel like it's something around work or your worth. Okay. The effort that you're putting in, you're not necessarily getting your money's worth. And you might be saying, well, I'll wait for that person. I'll wait for them to give me a bonus. I'll wait for them to give me, it's kind of like, yeah, there's a million examples I could give, but it's prompt. It's a prompt. You may be waiting to be prompted. It's like, yeah, something around money or what is valuable to you. It's a worth. The Death card, the Nine of Cups. Okay. You're ready for a new beginning in something. Something here, again, it could be that where it's like something has to change here in your life. Something here has to go through a bit of a transformation and ending a new beginning. And it's like, I'm so glad this is taking place. It feels very renovation-like. This place needs renovated. Maybe some of you are doing some renovations. Maybe it's kind of like you see a lot of potential in a situation that you're like, I know how I could make this, my little dream come true. I know how I could make myself very happy in a situation, but I have to revamp something. Something has to transform and change. You could be doing this in the workplace. Some of you it could be a renovation in home, in what your idea, what your plan is. But some of you, it's kind of like, I don't know why I'm giving you guys so many examples today, but I feel like they're coming right out of me here. Me going on a condo board for my condo development in where I live. And I had to get on the board to be like, we need new blood. We need new ideas. We need to change the way things are being run around here. We need fresh, new, inventive ideas. And I got a lot of reward out of that. I got a lot of the things that made this valuable, like made the property more valuable. It made the houses better. It improved. And I think that's something that you're doing. It's like a renovation in a sense that you're sort of saying, I'm going to benefit from this because you see you have excitement. You have a sense of innovation or joy to change something. And so it's requiring your energy, Virgo, to kind of make the change happen in a situation that you're in. Okay, you've got some interesting energy coming through your reading today. And I feel like you're in a place in your life where you are an important factor. That judgment starting out the reading, your judgment, your thoughts, your ideas, the things that you see, you call them out. And you're here to change the outcome of something or reconfigure for the better. It's for the embetterment of a scenario in your life, especially for yourself. You benefit. Nine of Cups, it's like, I want to be a part of something here to make it better because it's, you can celebrate this. It's definitely a productive thing. The Magician, you see? It needs your magic, Virgo. It needs your contribution to fix a situation, to make it better, to come up with creative ideas. And it's like, I love the Magician in many ways for the fact that we can use the word manifest, great. We can use the word manipulation, but manipulation doesn't mean that you're doing it in a negative way to take control and take power. You're in there to manipulate and rearrange things for the better. And it needs the ideas. It needs the brain, the thoughts, the ideas, the creativity, the inventiveness, the magic of that magician to show other people just what is possible. And there could be some very stale energy around an issue or a situation in your life where it's like these people they're just not thinking. They're just not thinking in a way that's going to make something much better. Okay, so the old has to go. The old ways, the old has to die off here. It's got to go because we need new life, new blood, new ideas, new inventiveness. Okay, it's like a version 2.0. Okay, let's see. Let's ask about love and relationships. Gonna kind of split up the readings a bit. You've got some really good things here, Virgo. You've got a lot of like exciting. I feel like this is kind of like, get your hands and feet wet, get involved, put yourself in a situation where you can actually make a contribution, because I think what you have to offer is quite impactful. It's important. You bring a lot of positive change to a situation that's been sitting in a stagnant energy for too long. Love and relationships. What's going on with Virgo's love and relationships? 2 cards. The Fool card, 2 of Wands. Okay. Okay. It's interesting. They were in reverse. I'm wondering if you didn't want to move on. You know, you might be sitting in a situation where you're like, what do I do? But I'm not willing to move on. You know I've got options. We always do. But I don't really want to utilize or take those options. It's interesting. You're kind of, it's going back to the beginning where you're kind of waiting for somebody else to make the move. I feel like you're waiting for somebody else to prompt you, you know? You have options here, Virgo, in a situation that you're in as to whether you want to stay or go. Okay? Do you see yourself on a path with this person, or do you see yourself in this situation, or do you want to choose another way? Do you want another option? Do you want another choice? It's your choice. At the end of the day, you have to really choose where you want to be or who you want to be with. I don't want to say there's settling, but if you're sort of like, what do I, let me ask. Let's see. What is holding back, if there is? Let me just see. What's holding Virgo back? What's going on with that? Tell us about these choices, this new beginning. What's the option? What's the reason here? The Tower. You're afraid to end something. So you're afraid, or you're hesitant around a Tower moment. And it's interesting because whether I look at this Fool and the 2 of Wands, I read intuitively, especially when it comes to reversals, but it's kind of like you can't necessarily start a new thing unless you end something else. So either we move on, but something's got to come to an end. But I'm asking, why is the hesitation? Why is Virgo? Well, because you don't want to see a Tower moment happen. So you're maybe hesitant or afraid or worried. What happens if I pull the plug? It's a big decision for many. It's not easy. We know that. It's definitely not easy we fear of hurting somebody but what does Virgo want? Because you deserve that Fool energy of being able to be free if you're feeling stuck. Healing advice for you guys on that? Any advice to support Virgo and their situation? Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's amazing advice, guys. What does your long-term stability look like? Are you getting everything that you want in the connection that you're in? Are you feeling like $1 million? Or are you feeling like 1,000,000 pesos here? What do you feel like? Are you feeling abundant? Are you feeling worthy? Are you feeling like this is the long-term stability? Is this something that fills you up on all levels? Do you feel grounded? Do you feel secure? Does this enrich your life? 10 of Pentacles should. It should give you everything that your needs are to be met. Obviously, we're not going to have 100% out of a person or out of a relationship. There is going to be room for compromise, but you should still be feeling like this is worth your time, that this is worth the investment. Are you investing all this extra time, energy, money, in something that you're like, I don't know if I should move on or not. I know I have choices, but I'm not acting on my choices. It's almost like 2 of Swords needs to come flying out. You've got the Chariot in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Again, reluctant to move forward, reluctant to carry on a different path. So, I never know what readings are going to come out here, but this tells me the short and sweet outcome, or the answer of what's taking place here, is that someone's got to make a move. This is your reading, Virgo. Is something fulfilling you? Are you feeling like this is the one I want to be with forever? Or even if you're single, do you want to be single forever? Maybe you do. Maybe you don't want to date people and you're pulling plugs on all kinds of people saying, I don't want to get committed. I want to be alone. Fool card. I want to be free. I want to take my backpack and go travel the world. I want to do my thing. So you're really taking that. It can really set you free if you're feeling in a place of, restriction. The big question is, the advice is this really fulfilling you? If this person was no longer around you, how much loss would you feel, or how much freedom would you feel? Do you miss the abundance that they're giving you? Because if you do, then you know. If no one's providing anything or giving you any enrichment in your life, or love or commitment or whatever that you need, then you may want to take a look at that. Chariot, the moon. Okay? Again, not really revealing our true emotions, or not paying attention, could be ignoring, but also our intuition. Your heart is speaking to you all day, every day, 24/7. It's your second mind. And your intuition is telling you where and what you need to, what you feel, what you want, where you're to be in your life. It's a guidance, it's a guide. The moon here could be holding secrets, or not sharing your emotions, not looking at the emotions in this situation, not listening to the signs. King of Swords in reverse, not making a decision, not just ignoring what you want, or denying the things that you need out of a relationship. Decision making, okay? Following versus leading sometimes. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to do your Oracle of the Bird message. Let's take a look here. What's the message for Virgo? The Nightingale, Soul Song. The Queen of the Night is kissing you awake. Follow the call of your heart. I'm telling you can't make these things up. It comes out. Nightingale. The bewailing song of the nightingale pierces the silence of the night and awakens the yearnings of your soul. What unheeded desires are slumbering in you? This bird's song heralds solace and can place you under a love spell, renew love, and usher in healing. But Nightingale also sings of the transience of life and love. Gently, its soul song accompanies the transitions of life. Peaceful and aware by your side, Nightingale reminds you of your very own soul sound until you are able to begin singing it for yourself once more. Nightingale's love is unconditional and boundless. Be ready to open up to your own deep love. Unseen, I roam through deciduous forests, hedges, and undergrowth, my maroon plumage representing security and heartfelt love beautifully camouflages me, and my tail feathers serve as a perfect sense of touch. Thus, I navigate skillfully through the undergrowth. I am the queen of the night and a messenger of my love. Of love. My miracle feathers open you to the magic of nature and of the mysteries. My pure song is a good omen and stands for the call of a loved one or for hidden love. It works like a miracle, opening the heart and revealing to you the sounds of creation and the song of your soul. Meet me in poetry, in fairy tales and stories, and I sing you my tender love song. More meanings. Good news can be expected, bringing new momentum into your life. Strong connection to your heart and soul. I just said that, guys. Vitality and the zest for life. Nightingale heralds a romantic time. Gentle and well-meaning companion for the transition. Your affirmation, Virgo. Peacefully, I stand here listening to the sound of my soul and following the gentle call of my heart. There you go. Enough said. Follow through with your own calling, okay? It's your path, your life, your soul, your heart. It's your time. Okay, Virgo, thank you so much. Thanks for the likes, supports, shares, subscriptions, all your support. I appreciate it, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.